Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are here with Andre. He is the head trader over at Sublime Traders and one of our ARYA certified guys in the app, giving you all of your great analysis. Hello, Andre.
Hi Ben. Thank you for having me.
It's very good to see you. Very good to see you. So what we want to cover off today, I know you've been working on a few different projects here, Andre. So what we will do is, firstly, we're really keen to get some of your analysis on the current market conditions. Obviously, everything's had a bit of a drop recently. No one quite knows where the bottom is, whether we've already hit that. So I want to hear your opinion on this. And also, there was a Dogecoin trade that you highlighted in the ARYA app. So we'll get some analysis from you on that. And finally, I know that you're working on a token, so we'll delve into that. But firstly, let's hear more about your current market analysis. What's going on at the moment? Where should we be looking as investors and traders to try and, I guess, hedge ourselves from a possible, downside or even, if we found the bottom?
Sure. So basically, when we talk about the market right now, we should really be talking about the main coins, BTC, also ETH, which follows BTC really closely. For this, I would like to share my screen. I am going to share my screen. I hope that you guys are seeing it. Yeah, so basically on last Friday, I finally got not a revelation, but a more clear idea on where the market can go and what I can expect on the short term. So I split the near future into 4 phases. We had already the phase 1, which was over the weekend, which was a short. Basically, it started at around 39K and ended on around 31, 32K. So this was the first phase, so a trade that is already finished. And then we smoothed into the phase 2, and phase 2 for me is a protection phase and is a phase where you should only enter a small portion of your portfolio. So basically right here we will be accumulating coins, any coin that is correlated directly to Bitcoin. So this is the majority of the current coins, and also accumulate the main coins. So the main coins are the most important right now, even if they don't have the move potential of smaller coins, they are more or less stable. So the phase 2 would be another accumulation. You have here in the green area a portion of profit that you can take, which is basically related to a trend line, a neckline of the previous formation. So previously, when we broke down from this from the previous formation, we had head and shoulders pattern that was really not well defined, and that was influenced by news that were bullish and bearish at the same time, so a lot of uncertainty. However, we broke out of this pattern and we are now where we are, and the neckline from that pattern basically is, for me, a take profit level that should not be forgotten, because the price will reject on this. So it is a neckline. Necklines react very hard on high time frames. Right now I am on a 4-hourly, so it's not a really high time frame. However, it is an important time frame, and as I said, the price will react on it. We can also see that it is correlated with the 0.78 Fibonacci level, which is extremely important. However, along the way we will have a lot of resistance. Right now we have just rejected, as you guys can see, on the 0.5 Fibonacci level. So 0.5 Fibonacci level is a continuation level, and as you can see, I have drawn this line. I have drawn it yesterday because I saw a lot of orders disappearing from the order book, so people got scared nearing this level, and now we are basically retesting the descending trend line that has guided us through this drop. So 2 phases are completed for now. We are now in the middle of nowhere. Basically, we need to wait. What will happen if we go down, which is still a possibility. So if we go down, we do nothing when we repass into the accumulation area because we have already accumulated. However, we will enter a short on this level. I will post this chart in clear onto the ARYA app so you guys can have it. We will need to wait. So we will not enter above this level. We will need to wait. So a conditional order that will be executed at this level, so 29K. And my final destination for the drop, my most bearish target for the drop will be the 20K level, where you can see here in phase 4, I have a huge accumulation area. Why? Because I expect a lot of volatility to happen here. And because this is a very, very good accumulation zone. So right here, personally, I will buy with both my hands and my feet if I can. So we will enter with everything we have right here. A lot of orders are placed here. We have a visual on the order books, aggregated order books, and we are basically expecting this as a downside target in order to accumulate more.
Okay, and Andre, so you've obviously marked around about 20,000 as the kind of key level where you'd be going all in. Is there specific reasons for that? Is it because it's similar to the 2017 high? Do you think that we will ever see Bitcoin go below 20,000?
Of course, never say never. We can have weeks that go very, very low. As we know right now, we have some very big influencers on Twitter that can move the market in some clicks. So the possibility is there. However, we see, we detect a sentiment on the social media that is supporting a reversal for Bitcoin. However, the market is not yet ready.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I want to touch on some of the influencers, who are kind of moving the market. From someone who's very, very much involved in the crypto space, is it a positive thing? And what's your viewpoint on these people who are, they're shedding light into the crypto space, but there are questions around market manipulation, especially, someone like Elon Musk, who has been, supposedly a developer with Doge since for a couple of years. I saw somewhere it was 2019. Don't quote me on that. So he's been helping out the team, but also then pumping it at the same time. What's your viewpoint on whether this is a good or negative influence on the whole crypto space?
So first of all, it's a supposition that he was involved with Doge. I personally don't think so. And the Doge team has stated recently on Twitter that Elon Musk has never contacted them for the project. He has done so yesterday in order to help move the market. And why? Because the market was at a fragile moment. So basically, now I can flow into the second part of the discussion, which is the Doge trade. So I will change my screen to Doge. And 1 second. And basically, what I wanted to achieve here is, so it's not here, 1 second, it is on this chart. It's loading. Okay, so this trade basically was 30% based on the technical analysis and 70% on the fundamentals. Why? Because I think I have found a pattern in the way that Elon Musk posts tweets. So basically, he is waiting always for a fragile moment or a moment where the price of Bitcoin or Doge can move, and then he tweets. And when he does, he manages to break local resistances, and he achieves what he wants, in my opinion, for the short term. Now, I had a very good impression about Elon Musk. I think that he's a visionary in what he does. However, since he got into crypto, he kind of messed up the market, and in my opinion, I would not let anyone have this much power with a tweet. We had the same situation with Trump last year. He tweeted, he influenced the S&P, and S&P influenced Bitcoin. He was more chaotic. We didn't find any pattern in his tweets. However, Elon Musk has a small pattern that we identified, as I said, and this is the main reason of the Doge trade. However, we are really aware that the market is not yet bullish, and we highly encourage people on the trades that we post or on every trade that they get on ARYA or whatever source, that they protect their positions as soon as they can. So for example, our main strategy right now, because the market is unstable and we can just hunt for profits on the longs, is to move the stop loss to the entry price as soon as we reach TP1.
Okay. And so I agree with you when you say that not one person should have so much power to be able to move the market. You know, it is crazy how, I guess, how easy it is in some cases to actually move the crypto markets. Now, this is a little bit off-piste, but how do you feel about again, something that you see online, one person owning 28% of the whole Dogecoin supply, and five people, individual wallets, controlling, I believe it's 40% of all circulating supply of Dogecoin. Does that give you any fear? How does a trader like yourself react to those type of fundamentals, or is it a case of you're not investing in it long term, so that doesn't really matter so much, so it's still a good opportunity to trade?
Yeah, so having big guys owning large portions of coins has positives and negatives, of course. The main negative is that they can dump whenever they want. No one can say anything, and the market can crash, and retails will lose money. However, there is a positive, that they have the power to move the market up. So for example, on Doge, you saw that Elon has the power to move the price with at least 7 to 10% per tweet, which is very, very good for now. However, on the long term, people will get immune to this kind of action, basically from the big guys, and they will not react anymore, and the market will flow into a natural state where buyers and sellers meet there where the price is. Now, as I said, negatives and positives. I am a fan of Doge. I have been a fan of Doge since way before it was popular, and I am in it for the long term. However, I have a small portfolio allocation in Doge. It is not my biggest portfolio allocation. It was for a week during the beginning of the crash, and it helped me stabilize potential losses. However, then I rebalanced my portfolio, and now it is basically split between the main coins and some smaller coins that have high potential to the upside.
Okay, give me let's say the top three that are in your portfolio, or equally, or even let's say the top three coins that if somebody is looking right now, where would they be, or where should they be looking in terms of where they can begin to get back out of the recent crash that we've just seen?
Yeah, sure. So now it depends on the allocation and the account you have. However, I am a very big fan of Ethereum. I have my biggest allocation right now is on Ethereum. My second biggest is on BTC, and third and fourth are LTC and ADA. So coins that I really find interesting. And I can post also on ARYA my portfolio allocation. I also have the main coins that are supporting exchanges like BNB, Cake, which is the swap that is growing more and more and overgrowing, dwarfing other swaps. So basically, yeah, besides the main coins, I have exchange coins. I have a high allocation in BNB, as I said. I believe in BNB. I believe in Binance in general. So it is a long-term bet for me.
Do you think that over the time or over the years, we're going to see more and more, should we say, almost decentralization in terms of the amount of people who hold certain coins? Will we be able to see, let's say, more and more Bitcoin wallets being published and created, I should say, and therefore reducing that, 1 or 100 people controlling most of the supply, and will that then feed across to all of the other coins, so we get a bit more of an even spread and less, I guess, ability to manipulate?
Yeah, so this is the main idea of the cryptocurrency in general, and basically we didn't manage to achieve it with any coin right now, and frankly I don't think that it will happen with any existing coin or token for that matter. If we technically leave the opportunity for big buyers to get a hold of a lot of coins, that will eventually happen. So that's why I think that if we want to have a truly decentralized token or coin, we really need to think of it in advance, and we should limit the amount of coins that any single person can have. This is, in my opinion, the only way that we can achieve true decentralization.
Okay, because I'm glad you mentioned that, because I know that you and the team are actually working on something yourself where you're looking to create a token that doesn't just have one person at the realm and controlling everything, but actually it's split evenly throughout. I believe is it 56 or 56 different founders? Tell me more about that, and how have you begun to plan in advance? As you just said, that's the only way to become decentralized. How's your project working on that?
Yeah, so we're pretty much almost done with the token. The token is called Sublime Token. And we are basically holding off because of the market conditions right now. It would not be a good place to start with a new token right now. So we are taking some time, and we are continuing to analyze the market, and we will choose the best moment to basically start this new adventure. And as you said, we are really thinking about potential investors and how can they gain with the new token, because there are so many new tokens that don't mean anything. It's insane. So what we did, we took a lot of examples from existing tokens that worked, and we inspired ourselves from like, let's say, tokens like sushi that have a swap. So we will have eventually a swap. We will have rewards for the token holders. We will have burns automatically. And the most important thing that I find in this coin is that it will leave the opportunity to new buyers to have the same amount of allocation as the founders with not so much investment, because we are a lot of founders. I don't have more than the second founder, and the second founder doesn't have more than the third founder. Everything is equally split. And basically, we have 13% of the total supply divided by between us. So any new buyer can buy up to our total allocation in this coin with not a lot of investment, of course, in the beginning of the project. After, the market will take over and it will dictate the price. However, we also have some protections there, because we don't like coins that spike up and down uncontrollably. So we have some tokenomic measures in place that will help preserve the overall stability of the token. This doesn't mean it is a stable token. It is not pegged with the US dollar or the euro. However, we want to achieve general stability. So no big 100-200% moves. It may happen at launch, because there are a lot of sniper bots that are just buying and buying and buying, and I don't really think that we will have the time to control it. However, on the long term, when we get the grip on the market, we can manage to do this.
That's very interesting. So, and what was was there a key moment where you guys thought, hang on, this is what we should do. Was there a particular time or event that happened that made you actually begin to work on the project?
Yeah, so basically we were streaming. I was streaming one of my weekly streams on the market, and we were talking, and from idea to idea we came up with this. Basically, we saw all the tokens and people buying tokens that don't mean anything and that are so unstable that we said, okay, we need to bring our vision to this and see how it goes. And I think with the protections that we offer, it will be very interesting. Also, we have a penalty system because if we are Sublime traders and we know each other, well, trust is always an issue. So we took a measure of security, another step into security, and we have a penalty system for every founder that wants to sell before 180-day timeline. He will be penalized with 90% of his assets that will be spread evenly in the market.
Ooh, okay, that's very interesting. That is definitely definitely an incentive not to not to just go
not to sell, exactly.
Yeah.
So we as I said, I want to protect this token. We want to protect this token. Everyone wants it to work, so we don't want to have like dumps out of nowhere. That's why we will be monitoring the price action extremely careful.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that. It's because, like you said, there are an awful lot of tokens that just come out of nowhere. And I've actually watched a video recently, and someone created a token, and overnight it was valued at $2 billion. Obviously he didn't own all of those, $2 billion, and market cap is really, it's quite strange in the sense that you see an awful lot of these really small coins not backed by any project, and they have a market cap of billions. And it just seems so strange that somehow we're in this world when not even too long ago the only time that you would have market cap and it all was fairly steady was you've got your tech stocks, which usually are around like 20 times price to earnings. But obviously, now obviously last year we saw Tesla that has a crazy market cap and valuation, and I think we've seen an awful lot of that similar, shall we say, madness happening in the crypto world.
It's basically a madness that just followed the NFT madness. It kind of blended in with it, and the NFTs are not dead, by the way. We are just in a kind of a pause, and I think that it will retake when Binance finally launches their NFT platform. And with the NFT platform from Binance and a lot of tokens that will be supporting NFTs, we can see a rise in secondary tokens. I will not call them shit tokens, secondary tokens. And as you said, the investments will rise in this kind of pair.
Yeah. So what's your overall view on NFTs? Because right now you can use things like AR and it's quite fun. Do you think it's going to be a serious part of life and daily life, moving forward in the future?
Potentially, however, it is only applied to art right now correctly, and I think it has a lot of use cases in other domains, and I think that we will eventually get there, but it needs time, and it needs time and the support of a big guy, and in this case the big guy is Binance. Good.
Okay, perfect. Well, look, thank you very much. I know, is there anything else you want to add? Maybe a final bit of advice to anyone who's watching?
Yeah, so just stay away from futures right now. Extremely dangerous. Stay away from the shorts. I will post the chart on ARYA if you guys want to check it out and listen to my advice. And you can also accumulate at the 20K level if we get there. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I know everyone will be jumping to get in at around about 20K if we get down there. So yeah. Well, thank you very much, Andre. It was very, very good to have you on, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Me too. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Trade safe.
Take care. Bye-bye.